Hello, welcome to another vlog style video. If you're new, my name is Christy and I'm a part-time reseller. Today we are getting some reselling stuff done. It is probably like around 11 o'clock right now, and I am going ahead and getting some steaming done. As you can see behind me, I have that hung up. I also have my racks behind me, and I'm getting some photos taken. We've had a lot of like just cloudy weather and rain the past couple of days, and because of that I have not been able to take photos, and I really need to get some listing done. I have a lot of stuff to list, a lot of things to get up. I just haven't been able to take photos, so that's what I'm taking care of now. I hope you guys enjoy this day in the life. Just follow me around, seeing what I can get into today. I do have to run a quick errand and go into town. As you guys know, if you've watched me before, I live out in the country, so I have to go into town. Town for me is like 30 minutes. So I got to drive into town to get some pine shavings because my chicken run flooded last night. We just had a lot of rain. So I'm putting out some pine shavings. You guys can follow me along as I do that. Sorry if the camera's a little shaky. I'm like holding my camera with my hand. I don't have a little selfie stick or anything. I need to get one of those. Okay, let's go ahead and finish getting some steaming done and some pictures done, and then we're gonna head to town. Okay, so it might be a little bumpy here, but I'm leaving my driveway. I'm not on the road. I'm literally still in my yard. I was gonna give a quick update of some things that's been going on for the past week, but I am almost out of gas. Every time my husband drives my car, am I the only one? Every time my husband drives my car, he leaves me with no gas. Am I the only one that it's that way? So yeah, I need to go get some gas. And I also have a bunch of trash in the back that I have to take off. Again, we live out in the country. You have to take your own trash off, which we did have a trash company for a while, but we do not have that anymore. So anyway, let's go ahead and run these errands. I need to stop by, get the pine shavings for the chicken coop or the chicken run, because it is so muddy out there. I'm gonna probably get at least 2 to 3 bags. That is definitely a, what's the word, hack for rainy weather for your run, is if it's very muddy, because you don't want them to be on mud, standing on mud with their feet too long, because it's bad for their feet. A good way to soak that up is just to put some pine shavings down. So that's what I'm gonna go do, and then take off the trash, stop and get me a sweet tea probably, because that sounds good. Here's my breakfast this morning. Hold on, let me see if I can grab it. I need to get me like a little selfie thing. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is just raw. Like, it's not professional, but this is what I want to eat right now. The sun is so bright. Let's bring it this way. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. These little frosted flakes, mini snacks. My husband picked these up over the weekend, and I'm going to try them out. He's already had them, but I have not had them. So I want to eat these as just a quick snack, because I am pretty hungry, but I really didn't have time to make breakfast. So yeah, going to eat these on the way to town. And then when we get back, I will give you guys an update of what's been going on the past week. Because right now I need to go get gas. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we are back from the store. We got our shavings, and I also picked up a toy, as you could see in that video. That toy, actually, I had for my dog, Duke, but I had to throw it away because not only was it almost shredded, he had an incident on Sunday that I'm gonna like talk about just here in a few minutes. But let's go ahead and get this chicken coop done first, and let's let out the chickens first. Oh, my door is so dirty. Anyway, hi girls, I'm sure y'all are ready to get out. they didn't get out all day yesterday. So this is kind of what I'm working with. I have a huge puddle right here that I'm going to try to get some of that water out and just clean up in here a little bit. I mean, chicken keeping can be pretty gross, you guys. That's just part of it, but we're gonna get y'all's little run cleaned up right now. Okay, so we have our little wagon. We are going to go put our shavings in our wagon and bring it to the chicken coop. I have them in the back of my car. I'm gonna show you guys what I get. It's just basic shavings. Unfortunately, they did not have the coop refresher that I like to get when it gets muddy like it is right now. I've got it one time before. I don't always get it because to be honest, the actual shavings have enough of an odor where it will kind of counteract the smell. But I was gonna pick it up today just to show you guys, but they did not have any. So I will insert a picture of what I'm talking about, but I also use this to just freshen up my coop when it's really wet. So yeah, here is the shavings that I get, just like the Tractor Supply brand. I got 1 bag of Fun and 1 bag of Flake. I also got, of course, this toy and some gloves that they had on sale for 50 cents. So there you go. There's a small little haul. Let's go ahead and get this in my wagon and take it to the coop. Okay, so here's the end result. We just have a fine layer just all across the areas that was wet. And this will not stay pretty like this. Eventually it will turn brown and ugly. And then in a couple of days, I will just rake it out. But usually what I'll do is when it gets too wet, I will put another layer down and then just let it keep soaking up all the muddy areas. And this is something that has helped me with a muddy run. If you have any other ideas, please let me know. I know some people use like the little pellets and stuff, but this is the way I've been doing it. So yeah. Okay, so we got that done. Now we need to take care of their feeder. They need some grit out here and also need some fresh water for them as well. So gonna finish up these chicken chores and then we're gonna go inside and get some lunch. How pretty is the sky right now? Excuse the hunker junk truck. That's my husband's, but how pretty is the sky? It's just so beautiful. Just take it in. I love the sky, like how I'm able to see the sky out here in the country, because I have lived in the city before and trees all around and you can't see the sky, but oh, okay. Get over it, Christy. Okay, let's get this done so we can eat. Okay, so chicken chores are done. We are about to have lunch. I am having one of these healthy choice meals. I don't always have these for lunches. A lot of times I will cook something for the week and meal prep something, but just the past 2 weeks I have not, if I'm being honest, there's been other things in my mind, so I just kind of have enjoyed having something very simple, just quick to eat for lunch. So I have this here. I'm about to eat this in just a minute. I'm just stirring it up. I'm not saying these are the best for you. They have a pretty high amount of sodium in them, but every now and then, you know, why not? Okay, so chicken chores are done. I have some things to do in the house, which I'm gonna start right after I eat. Like I need to do my dishes. I need to get caught up on laundry, which is like a never-ending thing. But also I'm paying attention to my my cat, because sometimes when I let her out, she tries to jump on my bird cage. So Precious, come here. So I'm just constantly having to get onto her. Anyway, but I wanted to give a quick update of just some things that's going on. I'm gonna have to put you up, Mara, to get anything done. Okay. Okay, I just went ahead and put her up because it's hard for me to watch her not to get my bird and talk. Anyway, I have a 2-year-old cat, and I've had her since she was a wee little baby kitten, and I basically raised her. But she's a little spunky, and she likes to jump on the bird cage, which I do not like because obviously it scares my bird. I have a parakeet. His name is Sully. He is 5 years old. I used to have 2 parakeets. That they were like married, husband and wife. But my girl parakeet passed away when she was like maybe 2 years old, and that was about 3 years ago. It was very sad. I miss her. Okay, so before I start eating, I wanted to give like a quick update of just some things that's been going on. So last week long story short, we've been seeing some some doctors over some issues that my husband is having. And I'm not going to go into great detail just because I really don't want to put his stuff on blast and like share a bunch of things on here, which I'm pretty sure you understand that, just some things you just don't want to like get into. So not saying I will never share about it, but as of right now, just your prayers are very much appreciated. So I think last week we got not saying it's bad news, not saying it's good. It's just kind of like we're in a waiting game to see what the news is, if that makes sense. So we've been kind of dealing with that. And my mother-in-law came over the weekend to come visit us, which, we enjoyed because we have not seen her in a while. She lives about 4 hours away, I believe it is, about 4 hours away. And so we don't get to go see her that often because my husband's schedule is very, very tight. Like he works all the time basically. So anyway, we were dealing with that. She came and visited us, and then, sorry, I went ahead and turned the dryer off because I'm sure that was making noise in the background. I apologize. But she was visiting with us, and then she left on Saturday, and then Sunday morning I got up, was beginning to try to get ready for church, and I let my dogs out, and I noticed my boy dog Duke, his face was swollen, and I'm like, what the world? I just noticed like some overall swelling around his snout. And I was like, what in the world? So of course I panicked because that's just the type of person I am sometimes, and I'm working on it. I'm praying through that because I know we can't just panic every time something happens. But I was like, to my husband, I said, something's wrong with Duke. His face is swollen. And he was like, well, maybe he got bit by something, So I kind of was just like, okay, I decided not to go to church that Sunday morning, and we just kept an eye on him, and it just escalated. Within like an hour, 2 hours, he started breaking out in hives. His face was very swollen. It was an ordeal. I didn't really know what to do because it was Sunday. Obviously, his vet was closed. So I just went to my husband. I was like, we're going to have to do something because he's breaking out in hives. I was just scared. I was worried. So we looked around in our area to see if there was a local hospital vet. Thankfully, there was one about an hour 40 minutes from us. So I called them, let them know what was going on, and they said just to go ahead and bring him. And obviously, with something like that, you're like, okay, pet bills, because like any kind of pet emergency like that, I've never had to take my pet to the emergency room vet, like after hour vet. Thank you, Jesus. I was very worried about the price, but it's my dog, so we went ahead and took him, and thankfully they really worked with us there. I'm not going to say where we took him or whatever, but I will say they really worked with us, and they just took care of him, and it was not like expensive like we thought it was going to be. So yeah, that has been resolved. That was kind of an issue I was still facing yesterday though, because when I woke up yesterday, which was Monday morning, I noticed him already breaking out in hives again, like small little hives on his face. So I quickly gave him Benadryl, because that's what they told us to do. Just keep giving him Benadryl like every 8 hours until it's resolved. And they also gave him a steroid, like oral steroid, that he took Sunday. And I was praying for him. Y'all, I was just praying for my dog because it really scared me. It really scared me. That's never happened to one of our dogs before. Not something that was very severe and serious like that, which he did have an issue probably, I don't know, it's been about 6 months now, where he was having some stomach issues that were very severe. I'll just say that. And we had to take him like day of vet. For our vet is kind of like an ER visit, but it's not expensive like if you were to take him to an ER, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, thankfully he's doing good right now. Praise the Lord. I really believe when I was praying for him yesterday, I really felt like the Lord touched him yesterday. And he has not had issues since. So I just thank the Lord for answering my prayers and answering the prayers of others, because I had other people praying for him as well. And yeah, that's what's been going on the past like week or so. We've just had some stressful things that's just happened, and that's just life. That's life sometimes. But I'm so thankful in moments like these that I'm going through to have my faith in Jesus, because that has been such a rock and a strength for me. I'm just thankful for him, thankful for the relationship I have with him. But yeah, let's go ahead and eat lunch, and then I'm going to start on some house chores, which I will not show. And then I think I'm going to do some listing, and then we'll probably pull a sale. I think I have one sale that I will show you guys what sold today. Not sure what else I'm going to throw into this video. This might be a shorter like day in the life. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Just follow me around today. Let's eat. Okay, so I just sat down for like 45 minutes and worked on listing. My listing process is a little bit different now because I'm not able to use the same app. I think I mentioned this in my last video, I'm pretty sure. My last day in the life, that I used to use Photo Legacy on my laptop to get the pictures off of my iPhone. That no longer exists. And the new one they're using is just very difficult, and it takes a lot of time. So what I'm doing now is I am listing on Poshmark, and then I'm going on Flip like later on and importing my listings from Poshmark that I listed. And from Flip, I am cross-listing to eBay and Mercari. So that is my new process. Right now, I have 10 of the 15 listings done. Okay, they're not all the way done. I still need to get measurements. I do provide measurements in all of my listings. It has saved me so much time. Used to, I would say I will provide measurements upon request, just because I was thinking that would save me time. It didn't, because a lot of times I would get questions, people needing measurements of the clothing. So I'd have to go into my inventory, find that piece of clothing, get all these measurements. That individual ended up not even buying it a lot of times, like 90% of the time. And so now what I do is I just go ahead and provide measurements in the listing. That way I'm not having to answer a bunch of questions. I try to be as specific and full of detail as I can in my listings. And I know people might think that takes more time, but really for me, it saved me a lot of time to where I'm not having to answer questions. So, since I went ahead and did my pictures this morning, I had a full rack this morning of clothing to take pictures of. I'm going to refill this rack with stuff that I need to list. So over the weekend, I said that my mother-in-law came and visited me. She gave me a bunch of men's clothing, really nice men's clothing pieces. I mean, some really high dollar, high quality stuff. I don't think I'm going to do a haul on it, but if you guys are interested in seeing it, I have like a full black lawn, I call it like a black lawn trash bag. You might know what I'm talking about. The construction bags or the lawn trash bags, like a full one of those, plus a couple pair of shoes. And all of it's men's stuff. So if you're interested in seeing a haul of that, just comment down below. If I have someone request, I might sit down and film it. But as of right now, I'm just going to show you a couple of pieces just to fill my rack. And also I have a couple of things I'm going to show you that I'm going to be putting towards my live shows. So I do live shows. I'm probably not going to be doing them as frequently as I have been. I've been trying to do it like once to twice a week, but it's just not profitable. Like a lot of times it doesn't end up being profitable and it's kind of a waste of my time. So what I'm going to do is just do them periodically, like every 2 weeks or so maybe. And I will try to make a post on here when I'm doing those live shows. It's a great way to get a deal on something as far as like for your wardrobe. A lot of times mine are, $3 to $5 starts. And it is cute clothing, you know. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to put in that towards my live selling, because I do have clothing that fills a rack for my live sales, which I don't have room on that rack right now. So I will just put this with that. Anyway, I don't have to go into great detail. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Let's go ahead and pull some stuff to put on this rack. And yeah, that's what we're going to work on now. I don't want this video to be too long, and I feel like I've already had like a pretty good bit of stuff on this video. So I'm going to try to make this quick as I can, but I thought it would be interesting just to see some stuff that I will be listing next week. So, of course, I'm going to finish buttoning this before I list it. There is like a little slight spot right here on this one. I'm pretty sure that's a surface stain that I can get off, but this is an Orvis button-down shirt. Orvis is a really good brand. This was actually my husband's. We went through his closet over the weekend, so some of this stuff is going to be his, but I'm going to list that. This is a really nice button-down shirt. I do not know this brand. Onward Way Preserve. Onward Reserve, not Onward Way. I don't know where I got the way from. It is an extra large men's, so I will list that. Let's see what this one is. This one is another Onward Reserve extra large. It's just a nice striped shirt there. And let's see. All right, so we got some Patagonia shorts. There was a lot of Patagonia in here that my mother-in-law gave me. So I'm just going to, what I usually do is whatever I have to list, I will take it and hang it up and fill my rack. And then that just shows me, hey, it's time to take some photos of clothing. And I will take photos of that rack, and then I will refill my rack. And it just, I don't know, for some reason it just helps me to continue to list things and be a little organized. All right, so this is a Nike t-shirt. I will be listing that. We have a Wrangler flannel. Really nice, size medium. If this was my size, I would keep that. All right, moving on. Ooh, these are heavy. What is this? Oh, this is a, I don't know if I'll list this. I'm not sure about that brand. I need to look it up. Andy One. I wonder if that's from Marshall's, but I will go ahead and put it on my rack. And if it's something, if it's not anything, I will just donate it. Okay. All right, so we have Lululemon. This is a men's Lululemon black shorts. Still has the pull tag. I've never found men's Lululemon, but she had someone that was giving away a bunch of his clothes and gave it to him, gave it to her, excuse me. So that was very nice of them. And she gave it to me. This was actually my husband's. And I don't even think he ever wore this, but it's like a golf shirt from the brand Boo. I looked it up on eBay, and it seemed to be doing decently. As you can see, I just literally mix everything up. I just try to fill the rack. I don't go in order or anything. Okay, so this is something I want to get listed pretty quickly. This is a heated vest. It has like the heating element in there. It's So I want to get this listed as quickly as possible. Maybe it will sell before the end of winter. That would be great. Okay, we have another really good brand. This is a brand called Free Fly. I would say this is definitely a bolo brand for men. If you see that brand out and about, definitely pick it up. It's like a, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a fishing brand. So there's that right there. I do see a little bit of surface stain to it, so I will look that over on the day that I start listing. Okay, we have another Nike dry fit. Looks like a golf shirt. It has some kind of emblem here. I'll still list this though. Extra large. All right. Y'all, this bag is huge. It's going to take me a while to get all this stuff listed that she gave me. And there was even more stuff, but a lot of it my husband kept. And that's why we went through his closet, because he already had so many clothes. So there was no, it made no sense for him to keep his clothes on top of all the new stuff that she gave him. Like, there was like a bunch of Johnny O that he kept, some, I think some Patagonia stuff. It was a lot of nice stuff. Okay, so this is actually a new with tags. Really nice, kind of like pullover. This is a men's, I can tell. Oh, my goodness. Trying to get on the hanger. It's a Vineyard Vines. New with tags. Size large. Really nice blue color. Excited to list that one. Now, a lot of times men's stuff can tend to set for a while. But I have noticed, like I know a lot of resellers have, that it sells for more money. Okay, another Vineyard Vines, size large. This is like a pink little polo shirt. That is really nice. Okay, and another pair of Patagonia. And we'll stop there because the rack is pretty much full. There is still a ton of clothes, though, in this bag. So I will get as much listed, like, little by little until we are finished with that bag before I even get any more inventory, because it's a very big bag. So let's move this rack and let me show you what I'm going to put towards my live sales. This is one that I'm going to add to the live shows. I'm laughing at my dog. This is a cute little semi-sheer blouse, extra large, and I don't have the hanger capacity right now for this, so I'm just going to lay it across this this rack here. So this is another one I'm going to add, extra large, Old Navy striped top. And these were given to me like recently from someone. Actually, I think a lot of these were given to me from my mother-in-law. And these will probably be $3 to $4 starts. Here's another extra large. So definitely look out for that live show that I do with these. Because a lot of times I have tops like this that are just, you know, simple, basic tops for your wardrobe. And you're not spending much money for them either. So like, this is a really cute one. I thought about keeping this one, but I decided not to. It does have a pull in the back that I'm seeing. But I'll probably start that one at $3 as well. And then this one, extra large. A lot of extra large tops. So there's that. And then, yeah, that is pretty much it, you guys, that I'm going to probably be doing for now. What I'm probably about to do now is finish up my listings and pull that one sale that I have. I'll just insert it right here. It was a flax dress. I love selling flax. If you find flax, that is a really good brand, and it sells really well and pretty quickly. I think it sold for like $33. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here. I wanted to show you guys just kind of how I set things up, and just the behind the scenes stuff that I do. It's probably not very interesting, but I just thought I would show it anyway. I'm going to take these racks, put them where they're supposed to go, and then finish listing for the day. And that's probably going to be it as far as like reselling. I still need to do some house chores today and cook supper and just be a wife basically. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it interesting. Just following me around. My life is not very interesting, but I hope that it was fun today. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.